Sometimes I dream translucently.
Well, I love you too, baby.
He's all alone.
Energy entered me and I'm ready for my enemies.
No, I have not spoken to you. Bang, bang.
I can still hear his cries.
But don't think this is about you though.
Give you the keys to paradise so you can dodge your fate.
I got my own crib, but I can't pay rent.
We don't gotta be poor.
I'm unable to cope.
I am not ashamed of who I am.
They got aborted because I couldn't afford it being too young and running wild.
Hey CCP, how you doing today? When I say CC, you say P. CC, CC. When I say drop the, you say Mike. Drop the, drop the. When I say I love, you say poetry. I love poetry. I love poetry. Give it up for drop the mic. Let's get it started. What's up, CCP? How you feeling today? So happy to hear that. I'm also very happy to be here with you this afternoon for round 2 of the first audition show for Drop the Mic. Welcome. We are so excited to have 12 student contestants competing today. The last show, we saw them all compete in round 1. Today, after they compete in round 2, all of their scores will be tabulated, and the top 5 winners from today's show will move on to the final showcase. So really quickly, each student will come up and perform a poem. They have a time limit of 3 minutes and 15 seconds. If they go over the 3 minutes and 15 seconds, the judges will deduct a half a point off of each second they are over. And speaking of the judges, I'd like to introduce the judges to everyone today. We usually have 4 judges, but today one of our judges, Kevin Covington, who is a support coach in the Center for Male Engagement, couldn't be here with us. So we have 3 of our wonderful judges. Please give it up for our judges. Make some noise. So introducing them to as the judges who are closest to us at this end of the table, we have Elizabeth Catanese. Please give it up for Elizabeth. She is an assistant professor in the English department here at Community College of Philadelphia. And next to Elizabeth, we have Alicia Dantzler. Please make some noise for Alicia. She is a spoken word poet and also a graduate of Community College of Philadelphia. And at the other end of the table, we have DeForio Barlow. Please make some noise for DeForio. DeForio is a testing specialist in the assessment center here at Community College of Philadelphia. So audience, we really need you to make some noise for all of our poets as they come up on stage. If you hear them say anything that you really like, that you're feeling, please snap your fingers or make some other kind of sound, clap your hands to really show them how much you really liked what they had to say, and just help them as far as like their energy on stage, okay? So make some noise one more time for Drop the Mic. Let me hear you. Are you ready to hear some poetry? Everybody say yeah. So the poet on deck is Shahi, the soul of the broken curb. But our first poet today is Pro. Everybody make some noise for Pro.
The way I express myself is with a pen and paper, and then I go out and do it.
I'm the last kings of kings. I got that potent to your brain. To this game, I bring pain, so stay within your lane. Please, it's like every day, I sit around campus, I right my wrongs, right my rights. But what's wrong is, why do I see bitch calling bitch, bitch this, bitch that? Why can't it be like queen this, king that? King this, queen that? Or all I see is nigga, hoe, smut, ducky, tweak over there. Why? So, this is something I kind of wrote to express myself to why everybody is bitches, hoes, smuts, kings, you know. But what did I say? So a king is a queen, but then a queen is a chess piece. So everywhere I move, I make the spot on the set, see? So you take another picture of me, but it's not Instagram. So please take your time and take the chill pill and hit the gram. Cause I know you got a comment to say about what I said. Why a king is a queen and a queen is a queen, but then every time we see is a bitch, and then you say that's dead. I don't understand. I'm just trying to figure out why I can't just be the man. I'm just trying to be somebody who everybody never was. You rather shoot a gun. You rather smack that girl. You rather try to grab a butt. I just want to know, like, why is that the case? Why is it that it's so hard for you to understand that the shit you doing is really fake? Why gotta be that you gotta degrade the own woman that you see that you love, but at the same time she the black queen that's in front of your eyes and you say, well, damn, I don't give a fuck. So I just look at the world as I walk and take a stare. I just say, well, hey, you a pretty girl right there. You beautiful, you gorgeous, your eyes is really glittering. But you call yourself a bitch, so I don't even know what to say to you then. Now, for my kings over here, I see that y'all struggling. I see y'all rather sell the work to try to get the hustling. But damn, every time we hustle, we just say that shit is hard. I'm trying to go to school to get the right to say, oh my God. Living like a god and I'm godly every day. I'd rather wear that all white, but the black is where I pray, cause I ain't got time for nobody trying to rob me. I'd rather put a body down and hide, see. I ain't running from the cops because I say fuck the law all my life and I say it, I run this spot. But I'm a king, as my mama told me. So my mama said, young boy, go be who I told you. No, she ain't tell me that because she died when I was 9. So the only thing I could really say was, rest in peace, and I know you always on my mind. And with that, I'm going to be her king. My sisters is my queens. And so I make sure that everyone around me is going to get the green.
Keep your applause going for Pro. Elizabeth, do you have some feedback for Pro?
Yeah, I really like the chess metaphor, the kings and the queens, and then just at that end, that very tender personal connection that you made was very powerful.
Thank you. Alicia?
I like your message, but I was a little confused by the delivery. And then I feel like you should try to put more feeling in it and make us feel more convicted about what you're saying. Like, you have a great message, but like, make us believe it.
Thank you. DeForio?
I think you lost your confidence this time around. And I think you need to always, no matter what it is, always be confident in your delivery. All right?
Thank you, judges. Please, everyone, please make some noise one more time for Pro. The poet on deck is Tay, and coming to the mic, we have Shahi, the soul of the broken curve. Please put your hands together for Shahi.
A lot of my poetry is so long because poetry for me sometimes is never ending because I have so much inside that I need to let out.
Good evening. The next piece is entitled 411. As men, we have to be strong. We know right from wrong. Trying beats not trying. Patience is to endure, so stop crying. Learn different techniques on how to channel anger. Listen, non-caring attitude can result in death, killing someone, or prison. As for blame, boys love always making excuses, but men make excuses never. We don't do this. Attitude is more important than fact. Think 3 times before you act. Place the benefit of an action, the consequence of action on a scale, weigh it, and choose what will make you excel, not fail. Think about your loved ones. How much does it hurt when you can't see them? There's nothing like freedom. True love for your loved ones is to be willing to make sacrifices by changing your lifestyle using all positive vices. Our speech got people counteracting our downfall. Be a man of actions and walk it out. You see, the streets will never stop talking as long as we keep giving this something to talk about. When in the game, those of knowledge understands it and accepts the consequences of it with no complaints. They just charge it to it because in it, there's no saints. As for freedom, I trade this for it any day. The word freedom can be broken down in many ways. By facing reality, examining every destructive obstacle made, decisions will be more constructive to save. Yourself, you have to feel responsible enough to evaluate discipline over madness, which will instill in yourself and others more happiness than sadness. Your legacy will live on historically as long as we frequently respect everyone equally, dedicating ourselves morally. Use your mental and implement this info.
Shahi, the soul of the broken curve. Please keep your applause going from him. Alicia, do you have any feedback for Shahi?
I liked your projection. I would have loved if you memorized the pieces. I feel like the first time you were like very theatrical and into it, and this time I felt like you were a little more disconnected because you were reading it. But overall, I like the message that you gave, and I enjoyed the piece.
Thank you. DeForio.
I don't think the phone took away from your performance. Again, I think the second round should be stronger than the first round, and again, you kind of lost the flavor in this round to me. But I didn't think it was as strong as it could have been. Right.
And Elizabeth.
I think that if you did something with a poem, like just give it an anchor like you did with Pain, just one sort of word that maybe repeats throughout the piece, that could really give us that touchstone and that rhythm going forward. But again, great message. I enjoyed it.
Thank you, judges. Please, everyone, one more time for Shahi.
I love all the rest of the competitors. They were all great and they all had inspirational things to say. I enjoyed it, and I'll be much more prepared in the future events.
The poet on deck is Toran Cutton, and coming to the mic, we have Tay. Please put your hands together for Tay.
I didn't have time to get my poem memorized, so I'd rather do something I had memorized than go out there and not have it 100% together.
Don't tell me we're too young for love, 'cause we only got one life here, baby. Don't tell me we can wait for love, 'cause tomorrow's not promised, no. And I don't wanna be rude, but I know that I want you. And ain't trying to sound cruel, but I know that I want you. Yeah, 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 yeah. I wanna be the one you need. Stay on the phone till you fall asleep. Said I wanna be the one you love, yeah. So don't tell me not now. Why wait when I can love you right now? Right now. Why wait when I can love you right now? Right now. Don't tell me it's just a crush, 'cause what I feel is much more, baby. Can't wait till we're all grown up and we're standing at that altar, baby. Don't want to sound rude, no, but 1 + 1 is 2. And girl, that's me and you. So let's throw out the rules. Yeah, 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 yeah. Said I wanna be the one you need. Stay on the phone till you fall asleep. I said I wanna be the one you love, yeah. Don't tell me not now. I'll wait when I can love you right now.
DeForio, do you have some feedback?
Tay, thanks for grabbing the microphone. It got more interesting when you did that. You got more into it, and I feel like you did that. It was okay. It wasn't stellar, but it was okay.
Elizabeth?
I thought that the narrative in the previous piece was a little bit stronger, that it was absolutely beautiful how you performed it, but there seemed to be more substance in the previous piece. So I think that, maybe adding a little bit more of that would be good.
And Alicia.
I agree with Elizabeth as well as far as the substance and the content. But I will say, you have like a really lovely, like a really dope voice. And you reminded me of one of my favorite songs, so you get like an extra kudos for that.
Thank you, judges. Please, everyone, one more time for Tay.
It wasn't as good as my first one, I can definitely tell you that, because it was a little different in shift of the type of thing I did on stage. But yeah.
So the poet on deck is Poetically His. Coming to the mic, we have Toran. Please, everyone, put your hands together for Toran. Woo!
For the true activists, fighting for equality, combating conflicts, actively engaging in protests, thank you. For those who make mockery of those individuals, everyone wants to be an activist if it activates their access to a new circle of friends and fans they never thought they would have. My timeline is polluted with nothing but misogynistic feminists, pro-black but only light-skinned loving black guys, hipster mermaids, aspiring faux-lock enthusiasts, nearsighted black Buddhists with third eyes, and white allies who believe reverse racism is an actual thing. Okay, I'm tired of seeing the same regurgitated bullshit on my feed. Knowing a punchline of a Don Lemon joke doesn't make you cool and or conscious when you still tweet like Don Lemon. Don't talk about how beautiful black women are with only white porn stars in internet history. When only white porn stars in internet history, I don't appreciate women wanting to be Sister Soldier only protesting for the sake of their selfies, boasting about their natural hair and bashing girls who wear weave like they didn't once sport Remy themselves. Everyone wants to be the frontline revolution. Few know what they're fighting for. There's nothing cool about dying as a war buildings while black bodies are rotting on cold streets, not attending Ferguson rallies because Ebola? Black Lives Matter before it was a hashtag. Kids still can't read. Families still go hungry. Households are still poor. We're in the middle of war, and black bodies are teetering between extinction. And you're more than welcome to help fight the fight. Just don't bring your 140 characters to battle.
Torian! Please keep your applause going for Torian. Elizabeth, do you have some feedback for Torian?
I felt that I really got a lot out of that. I felt like you were really feeling what you were saying. And I loved, again, the framework of technology sort of coming throughout that, and some of the familiar phrases that we see on Facebook, et cetera. Wonderful message.
Thank you. Alicia.
I want to commend you for this topic because I can definitely relate. That's one of my pet peeves, these activists who aren't in. So just tackling that topic alone and then bringing your passion and your anger and your humor with the porn star line. Like, I dug that piece a lot.
Thank you. And DeForio.
I think you're very brave. I think a lot of things that you talk about, a lot of people think about but don't want to say. And that's very important for young people to really get the message out. So that was really good.
Thank you. Thank you, judges.
The judges, they appreciated it. They was like, they thought I said something that other people would like always think about, were always afraid to say. And it was like, oh, that felt good. 'Cause I didn't even think about it like that. I was like, this is something I just think of.
Please, everyone, make some noise one more time for Torian. So the poet on deck is Dwight. And coming to the stage, we have Poetically His. Please make some noise for Poetically His.
I am a Jesus freak. Through my life, Jesus speaks. He is on top and I am beneath. He is the leader and I am his sheep. I am here to minister to the empty people of the lost, to remind us all that through his life he paid it all. Often referred to as a Bible thumper, the Holy Ghost rider. Simply all I'm trying to do is lift God's name higher. To man I'm always preaching, that church girl who is always teaching. But my God tells me in 2 Timothy 4:2, preach his word in and out of season. I am not ashamed
ashamed of who I am. I am washed by the blood of Jesus Christ. His word is embedded in me. My testimony is my life. You see, if I could go 1,000 for the world, then I gotta go 1,003 for Christ. I refuse to be brought down by the enemy. I refuse to lose my light. Drinking used to be my escape, and men used to be my high. But now only Jesus can quench my thirst. He's the only man who can satisfy. There were even Jesus freaks back in the Bible days. Those who trusted God and praised him in all their ways. David was a Jesus freak. He trusted God and slayed Goliath with 5 stones. The woman with the issue of blood was a Jesus freak. She touched the hem of Jesus' garment and was made whole. Moses was a Jesus freak and was still used through his self-doubt to set the slaves free. And Joseph was a Jesus freak even though his brothers betrayed him with lies and deceit. You see, Jesus freaks are rare. They die daily to live. They publicly scream to the world what God we represent. We are never ashamed when people call us names because we are just visitors in this world, but heaven is our domain. God has molded and shaped me into who he wants me to be. He designed me to be poetically his. Team Jesus Freak. Thank you.
Poetically his.
Okay, I feel like this time I definitely gave it my all, and I believe that people were touched.
Alicia, do you have some feedback for Poetically His?
I like the way you took specific references from the Bible and used that to, to reference Jesus freaks. But one thing, I want you to slow down because I feel like you got really good command of the stage and it's really strong voice, but I want to actually take the time to appreciate some of your lines. But thank you.
Thank you. DeForio.
With what Alicia said, and then to kind of piggyback off of that, I think that it's very, very important how you kind of engage the crowd, and everybody wants to listen to you as soon as you start speaking, so that's very, very important. I also think that it's okay to be a Jesus freak. It's okay.
Thank you. And Elizabeth.
I commend you first for the slowing down that you did do. I noticed like you were really, you did slow it down a lot from the last performance. I thought that was great. Great job.
Thank you, judges. Everyone, please, one more time for Poetically His. So the poet on deck is Ills Wills. Coming to the mic is Dwight. Everyone, please make some noise for Dwight.
As always, nerves, butterflies, all up in here.
Until recently, I never completely understood my mother's motives. I never completely understood why, as a child, I could never turn my bunk bed into the jungle gym it was on nights that came to a seemingly post-apocalyptic end at 9:00 p.m. I never really understood why I had to ask before company was allowed in, or when I didn't finish my broccoli, I was allowed out. I especially hated when sweaty summer manhunt-filled nights were abruptly ended by roll call. And what was crazy was we promised to meet back outside after we ate, knowing Mom definitely wasn't for that. Oh, no, he didn't. Dwight, get your black ass back in this house. Well, you know you ain't finished your broccoli. Must be out your rabbit ass mind. I never completely understood my mother's motives until recently, that is. You see, Mom taught me not to play on the furniture for a reason. When those cold concrete corners become stone slab mattresses, I see those who I call friends tread on their deathbeds. But now I know why I couldn't play on the corner. I mean, jungle gym after 9:00 because that's when the Glocks pop. And sitting outside on a stone in front of your home could turn that concrete seat into a throne. But Mom taught me not to play on furniture. This youngin' was taught differently. Monkeys see, monkey don't. But Mommy, please, dummy, no. I can remember when allowing others inside your domain required mother's approval. Now mother's approval isn't even a factor in the equation, telling me if someone is worthy enough for my domain. Now I let anyone into my domain, especially hoes with good dome game. Where is my mother's approval go in my decision-making process? Is it lost in all the name calling? Is it under all the browbeating? Shit, it probably is, because every girl to mine was a chicken head, but after all those chicken heads, I never thought that losing mother's approval in my decision-making process would damn near lead to me getting charged with a felony. can remember sitting on the couch with my mother when we used to have those mommy-son discussions, and she used to say, Dwight, look at me, boy. You know you're my star child, right? You see, even as an adolescent, I knew that my mother didn't mean to disown her own offsprings. Even to this day, they provide no offering. I now see she simply sought to better me. You see, I may not be my mother's son, but I am her star. I may not be my mother's son, but I am her star. Mom taught me to go far. She said, I raised you above a raised bar. Do it for your nephew. Do it because you're the only one of mine left to. Do it because the dead beat who was beat dead left you. Do it for the only thing your father left you. His name. You see, I may not be my mother's son, but I am her star. And that's what Mom taught me.
Keep your applause going for Dwight. DeFore, you have some feedback.
Fantastic. The show must go on, and you came back the second time exactly how you started the first time, strong and on point. And that's what you got to do every single time. That was dope. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Elizabeth.
Yeah, I had chills during it, and then tears at various moments. It was a beautiful blend of language, your mother's voice, your own theatricality. Amazing.
Thank you. And Alicia.
I think like one of my favorite things about poetry is that realness. You can have the technical things and the difficulties, but when you feel what somebody is saying and when they're so connected to their words like that, that's when you get what's real. And what you put up on stage was real. Thank you.
Thank you, judges.
It always evokes strong emotion wherever it's performed, and the judges just re-solidified every thought, every emotion that was running through me in the audience.
Coming to the mic, we have Ills Wills. Please make some noise for Ills Wills.
Listen to this. A young kid got into the game quick, got fronted the O, and now he's a sidekick. And the money's burning a hole in his pockets. He wanted flaws, but his boss told him to stop it because the cops will knock him off, or the jammy boys will leave him topless. But he ain't listening, he got a lot of Benjamins. Instead of copping his spot, he got his watch glistening. Got his sofa wheel, happy as hell, he whipping it. Instead of stacking his papers to women, got him spinning it. Now, is you getting it this on some different ish? But he don't even care, because he can get any bitty with just one stare, because he went from gritty to pretty in just one. Yeah. So he ain't even kind of scared. So he ain't trying to hear nothing from the OGs. I mean, he blow trees right in front of the police. Told the stick-ups if they try to get him, then they gon' bleed. But they know where he be. So it's only a matter of time before they hold him down and blast him with nines. Take his shine or whatever he got, or the cops come and raid his block, invade his spot. Listen, he not a rider ever since he seen his man get rocked. Ain't think about putting one hand on the Glock now. It's more to it, but you ended yourself. What would you do in this situation if you was in it yourself? I'll probably give him some help. Matter of fact, that's what I said after he got booked. I said, listen, youngin', I don't think the penitentiary is the place to be. I mean, sure you did what you've done, but why would you voluntarily not want to be free? No, you didn't think that you'll get caught, but you knew all the possibilities, and this one was one. So what the fuck is up? You know what I mean? You see, I loved my freedom as a child. At any point, I could leave. Not saying that I wouldn't get in trouble, but if I wanted to, I could peace. See, I could be just sitting in class and then spaz like this is a place that I don't want to be. And then just right at that moment, I could. Not saying that I wouldn't get in trouble, but if I wanted to, I could peace. See, I could be watching Scandal, and when the commercial come on, I can change the channel to BET because I do what I want. Because where I'm at, I'm free. So I can like eat what I want to. I love that, you know what I mean? Like let's say I didn't eat beef, meaning bullshit. There would be no beef around me. I would never go to bed hungry because there was something that I didn't want to eat because I buy what I like. And again, I'm free. So for you guys in this life, I mean, if this is the place that you really want to be, just know that every action has a reaction. But don't do it if that reaction equals you not being free. Now, our overstand is rough and nobody gives you anything. And sometimes becoming broke is even worse than never having anything. But guys and girls, everybody that's walking on concrete, ask yourself what you're doing. Is this something that you have to do, or is this something that you want to do to stay on fleek? Is this something that's actually fun to you, or is this just something that you're doing because this is a place that you have to be? I mean, you choose your own friends, so what the fuck is up? You know what I mean? I wouldn't choose any that would do anything that would insinuate that they don't want to be free. In the meanwhile, peace. Yes, sir.
Elizabeth, do you have some feedback?
It picked up for me so much when you got to the penitentiary section and meditations on free will and choice. At the beginning, it was a little fast, so I was enjoying the sound a lot, but I didn't know exactly what you were saying. But when you got to that part, you were right on. Very funny, very profound. Excellent.
Thank you. Alicia.
I really like your flow, and you had this storytelling thing it works really well for you. And then the fact that you started off really fast, but you got into it and you slowed it down and you made sure you punched the appropriate lines.
Thank you. And DeForio.
I think that's what this competition is all about. Hands down.
Thank you so much, judges. Please make some noise one more time for Ills Wills.
So this one went even better than the last one. It was good.
And coming to the mic, we have Ebony. Please make some noise for Ebony.
A lot of people in my neighborhood, having sex for money or becoming strippers, thinking that that's the only thing they can become. So it's just really close to my heart.
She started off shaking and pump faking, rolling around on poles and grounds, dancing to the tone of $30 flowing in the air, money raining on stages like tropical storms in Jamaica, butt cheeks clapping fluidly like hands, knees knocking, body rocking from side to side she sway. Brothers from all over they pay, they whisper in her ear to say, pretend to have it your way. And then one day, she's tired of her knees knocking, body rocking, and suddenly she's dancing to the tone of pimp slapping, pervert snapping, heels clicking. She's looking in the mirror, her face hasn't gracefully aged from all the dirty, undefiled men putting their penis in her frame, pouring their pollution through her vein, bringing their demons to her temple. It seems so simple, but now she's unpure. Her body is unsure from letting all the termites in her wood in her and infest her insides. The sex thing was taking her on some type of natural high. Who can restore the years that the cankerworm ate, she asked me. I said, only God can restore your soul, make you whole. Try him and see.
The message of the poem was just helping someone that's dealing with sexual promiscuity, just helping them to find a way out.
Alicia.
I like the story. I like the way you told the story, as well as the wordplay that you had in it. I wish it was a little bit more animated, but I definitely like the way you delivered it.
Thank you. DeForio.
I like the tone of your voice. I think it's very calming and gets people to listen to really hear what you have to say. And what you had to say was pretty deep, but it was just really good.
Thank you. And Elizabeth.
I agree. I think the restraint in the voice added to the depth of the message and of the storytelling.
Thank you, judges. Please, everyone, put your hands together one more time for Ebony. So the poet on deck is Darlene Mott, star the poet. And coming to the mic, we have Skizo. Please, everyone, put your hands together for Skizo. Woo!
Yeah. Now, back in the days, once upon a time, back in the days, I was strolling the school line through the CCP. I met a fine chick named Rachel to rescue her from a long day of being late from school on the first day. So I walked her through. I looked right back, people showed me how to stroll through CCP. So I took her to the class and showed her the way. I liked what she had to say. I said, could I get in contact with you? She said, I see you around and we get around. Front to back. I came right back to class, sat back, and looked right back at myself and said, wow, looks like round the town, round the block, find out what it seemed. It seemed to be a hard reality to look at this. I'd like to get a chance to be a Superman, and Greece got to be Lois Lane. And I wonder what a good gift to be, to tell this girl to be faithful and true. She already knew that I fell in love. Fetched by strolling, she kept it true. She didn't lead me on. I play no games. as we strolled a conversation in 30 minutes. I wasn't late for class. I took all the way to see 113 all the way across the block, on the block, career building. And all the time, I thought in my head, this shorty was so hot, it could knock me out, that she blew my mind. When I came to class, I sat right back down like it was, as I didn't believe, and I didn't see that I didn't even take her shorty's class in the block again. She looked so hot. And then when I came back, fellas, the man on campus saved the day. In distress when she came up to me, and I couldn't believe. I was so glad to say that I saved the girl from being late, from going to class on the very first day.
And I got to give back like they guided me when I first came and had to get to class on time.
Toran, have some feedback?
I'm an old school hip hop video something or another. That's all that remind me of old school hip hop. I appreciate that. That was good.
Thank you. Elizabeth.
Yeah, CCP story. That was great. I really enjoyed that. Very nice. I could picture everything that you were saying.
And Alicia.
You're funny. You came on stage with this whole entrance. I meant to acknowledge it the first time. You got this whole entrance, and then you go around this whole story about saving somebody from being late to class. It was cute.
Thank you so much, judges. Please
First time I could say I was scared, and the first time to put my mouth where I felt my talent was.
So the poet on deck is Ebo, but coming to the mic we have Darlene Mott, Star the Poet. Please make some noise for Darlene.
Are you kidding? To be able to be here and express ourselves creatively and have an audience and be able to just have a voice? Oh my God, at school? How can I not enjoy myself?
I just want to greet you this afternoon with a poem, and it's titled Love to My Brothers, My Sisters, My Friends. As I hugged them, our souls became one. No space between us. The same soul soaring, resting, knowing, laughing, crying, all at the same time in the same space. My brothers, my sisters, my friends. As we release, we're forever connected, strengthened by time and space. Oh, I love you, my brothers, my sisters, my friends. Peace to you always.
It's like life to me. It's like breathing to me, and I must breathe in order to live.
Elizabeth, do you have some feedback for Darlene?
Yeah, that was very concise, and I like the joy in your voice and in your message.
Thank you. Alicia.
I love your voice. It looked like you're up there and you're enjoying what you're doing. It was short, it was sweet, but it looked like you really enjoyed yourself.
And Deforio.
A lot more energy this time. I really like that. A lot more energy. Good job.
Thank you, judges. Please, everyone, put your hands together one more time for Darlene. So the poet on deck is Jovon McCoy. Yay! And coming to the mic, we have Ebo. Please, everyone, make some noise for Ebo.
When you're able to move around, when you're able to engage, when you're able to, look people in the eyes and show that not only are you the speaker, but you're listening as well. So you're able to, be more malleable with your performance.
I see the ghetto and think to myself there has got to be more. The grass has to be greener, we don't got to be poor. I see the future, a lot of things that God got in store. I see I got to keep knocking until you open the door. Focused and strong for all my foes hoping I fall. I can still drain the shot without holding the ball, without seeing the rim, without being in the building. You made me feel the vibe is now a totally different feeling. Wave your hands if you people really feel him. I'm speaking to the parents that are worried about the children. Youngers in the trenches that are trying to make a living. Listening to rock because hip-hop is not appealing. I feel them, born ahead of my time. I should have been around when they had Jigga and Nas. I mean from KRS to DMC, NWA or even ODB. But whatever the time is, I promise to pay homage and play the point like Dragic. I make the drop sit, play dead, top list. Doors in the air like I'm signaling the cockpit. You see how I get, you see when I spit rhyme schemes make crowds lean like hydraulics. Stop it, is this guy for real? dead serious. How many beats I gotta kill? I'm the deal. Young Stevie Wonder with perfect vision. Deserve a hitman with more power than the German engines. Deserve to get it out, kick it and spit it till it's finished with lines you couldn't catch even if you had Greg Jennings. I'm on my job, going out my mind, trying to save the world, but I think I'm out of time. I could really use a sign. Maybe I'm benign to think that I can change them or believe that I can save them. Never had a reason for being on the pavement. Parentless parents really thinking they can raise them. We hate them, bunch of piled up mistakes. They fed us to the lions, so we probably with the eighth didn't play the hand they dealt me. I'm doubling the stakes. How you gonna raise the bar? You having trouble with the weight. Wait, I'm just trying to raise the stakes. How you gonna raise the bar? You having trouble with the weight. Wait, I'm just picking up my pace. I don't know the words. I messed up. Sorry. Damn.
Evo, give it up for Evo, everybody.
If I feel myself starting to wander off, like if I'm messing up or something like that, just be more professional and just keep it moving.
I was rocking with you.
Alicia, you have some feedback?
I was rocking with you.
Really?
Like, I was with you. And listen, as a poet, as a performer, you know your material. We don't know your material. If you mess up, keep it moving. You could have stopped at that line. You could have stopped right there. Don't let everybody know you messed up. You was killing it. And then you were more into it this time. And I like your manipulated rhymes, like the way you made words rhyme, even if they didn't rhyme, because you was doing all this. And like, you was into it. I was with you.
DeForio.
I was definitely in it, for sure. And like Alicia said, we didn't know what it is that you made a mistake on. You could have just ended it. At the end of the day, I thought you were killing it.
Elizabeth.
Yeah, I don't think that that it ending the way it did really takes away from the performance for me. Like, it was really awesome. I felt it coming from you. I was totally with you. You were engaging us, the judges, looking at us in particular, which was really fun, and great message. Wonderful job.
Thank you, judges. Please, everyone, make some noise one more time for Evo. And so, closing out round 2 of Drop the Mic, we have Jovon McCoy. Everyone make some noise for Jovon!
I love doing funny poems. I'm a funny guy. I like to put my personality in my pieces.
You broke my heart into millions of pieces. Your radiant smile turned into a deadly radiation more gamma than gorgeous. You left my soul cold and unattended, a homeless happy that you used to shelter. I don't recall love letters. I don't recall all the late nights we spent on each other's minds. But one thing I do remember after our breakup, I gave you my Netflix password. I think I kinda want that shit back. Don't act like you didn't see this coming. This 3-minute and 30-second roasting of you and our simile of a relationship, or should I say metaphor, cause you ain't even really like my ass. Don't think this poem about you. I don't claim you or poems I write about you. Algebra always told me to cancel out my exes when they don't fit into the equation. And you were always more wild than wifey. Whatever we had was as senseless as our arguments. How sour sediment tastes on your tongue. How the word boyfriend feels more barf than bliss every time you speak into existence. Like it's in the home in the graveyard of your memories. But all the lyrics to Nicki Minaj's monster verse rise from the dead when the song comes on. You weren't all up in the bank with the funny face. You unemployed ass. How you a Barbie with no job? Don't think this is about you though. Don't think this is about the days I spent at your house. Trying to connect to you and your Wi-Fi. Why your heart and password on lock? We could never Netflix. The central air in your home was as dry as our half-hearted conversations. So we could never chill. This is why our relationship was always in the dark. Only a dim light from your temporary glow-up helped me find my way through. But don't think this is about you though. Don't think this is about prom night. That dress hugging you more tight than you ever let me. You danced and yet you claimed you had no rhythm. Who taught you how to twerk? It was those fake friends, wasn't it? Go ahead and throw that ass in a circle that doesn't even accept you. Don't think it's about you though. You petty, but two can play that game. So next time I perform, I'll invite you to a slam, position the mic stand right towards your seat, and I will give you hell and the heaven that used to exist between us. And even if you don't show up, I will disrespect the shit out your absence. Don't think this is about you though. It's not, or at least it's not supposed to be. This is for closure. For all the wounds someone opened up with a heart that apparently has a weight capacity. This isn't revenge dancing or wordplay or middle finger masked and metaphor. This is an apology letter to your self-worth. For all the confidence someone carried away in the false breath of emotions that they used to carry. This is the recovery after falling for all the wrong reasons. This is verbal self-healing. This is feeling whole after being cared for in fractions. This is a thank you letter to whoever hurt you. Because the relationship they give you will be the greatest workshop that you ever attend. Let them teach you not how to care less, but how to love carefully. And that your heart and Netflix account is worth so much more.
Jovon McCoy! DeFore, you have some feedback.
Funny, but I believe all that happened to you too. and if it didn't, you really conveyed the message to everybody. So good job.
Elizabeth.
You took us on an amazing journey, and you really got us to your message through humor. At the beginning, there were some cliches, and I was like, oh, well, that could be more vivid language. But then I was like, wait a minute, that's kind of intentional. You're trying to get us into that sort of cheesy mode, and then like really do the humor, and then bring us back around at the end. Very skillful. I loved it.
And Alicia.
Listen, people don't know how important it is when you get somebody your Netflix password. Like, I feel you. Like, you were funny, but you had a message. Like, that's right here. Like, people know. But no, like, really, you, like, great delivery, great lyricism. You're really dope.
Thank you, judges. Everyone, please, one more time for Jovon McCoy. And please, round 2 of the first audition show for Drop the Mic. Please give it up for all of our contestants today. They did an amazing job. Give it up for yourselves. You're making such a great audience. So at this particular time, what's going to happen is that the judges are going to tabulate the scores from round 1 and add them to the scores of round 2, and then we're going to announce our top 5 winners for today, and those winners will move on to the final showcase of Drop the Mic. So, while they're doing that, I'll just say to all of you, when I went to Alan Kobernick and, I pitched him the idea for Drop the Mic, I really just wanted to be able to provide a space for students so that you could, I'm sorry, I'm going to start getting all emotional now, but I really just wanted to provide a space for students so that you could come up and just share your words, share your words, share your heart, share your passion. You have so many important things to say. And I just wish there were more people from the college community who had been here today to hear your words, because let me just tell you, you dropped some gems. I mean, I heard so much today that I really, really just touched me deeply. And so I just want to say thank you to all of you. It really was very meaningful to me, and I don't want to sound like, your mom or anything, but I'm proud. I'm proud of all of you. Okay? You guys are awesome. This is why we do this. We have amazing judges who are committed to you as well. So, we, even if there was no one else here today, we really felt your words. So I just wanted to make sure that I said that to all of you, okay, before you left today.
I'm like the harsh one on that. Okay.
What did I give her? 14? Oh, I didn't give her a score.
Oh.
Why do you post that?
What
was that about?
So, remember, it was like understated voice, and it was about the
I remember
penis.
And
like sort of prostitution situation.
Wait.
Termites.
Wait. You just like it was about the penis. Like that was. I feel like she's good, but it's just kind of hard to listen to. I'm not that critical. You can't call nobody critical.
You said I can't.
No.
I most certainly can.
Not.
Whatever.
Okay.
My hands are cold.
That's it.
All right, you want to collect all this? I'll get it. Okay. All right.
So in no particular order, the top 5 winners of the first audition show for Drop the Mic, and once I call your name, please come up to the stage. Toran, please everyone put your hands together for Toran. The next poet, Poetically His. Everyone please make some noise for Poetically His. The next poet is Jovon McCoy. Put your hands together for Jovon. The next poet is Ills Wills. Make some noise for Ills Wills. And rounding out our top 5 is Dwight. Everyone make some noise for Dwight. These are our top 5 winners going on to the final showcase. Give them your love. Give them your love. Once again for being here. Thank you to all the contestants who performed. You were beautiful. I just think you're all beautiful. Thank you.